And we're live. And we're live. Welcome to the Boredom Podcast, where I go live when I'm bored. Anybody that stops by that I know, feel free to hit the link. It's pinned. You can come on up and we'll talk. Be nice to talk some wrestling or something, but, you know, it is what it is. Whatever. No topic is off limits. So, if you're bored, and I know you, hit the link. If not, just type in the chat. We're here because we're bored. I don't know what to talk about when I'm here by myself. Welcome our one viewer. As I said, if I know you and I've talked to you before, go ahead and hit the link and I'll let you on up here. We can talk or type in the chat, whatever you want to do. I'm just live because I'm bored. What up?
What up?
Not much.
Oh,
I
I thought
just
there was
got
some
bored
chicken
stuff.
butts.
Huh?
I thought there was some chicken butts.
Something like that. But yeah, I just got bored, so I figured I'd hop on. Been seeing a bunch of the clips from wrestling for WWE.
Ah,
Plus, really enjoying your 2K24 gameplay too.
yep. Laying the smack it down on them candy asses
Right?
and throwing weapons at people is fun as fuck.
Right.
So this
It was
wasn't
an
planned.
instant.
There's someone else coming in.
Not that I know of, not yet anyway. YouTube says I only have 0 viewers, so.
Well, damn.
But it was not a um, advertised show tonight. I just kind of did it on a whim, which typically that's what I do, except for the ATRL after parties.
Right.
But yeah, I was gonna say that was a rather interesting storyline on the WWE 2K24 of Roman Reigns vacating the title to make a tournament first of contender and or take the title with Cody Rhodes involved.
Yep. Sorry, Cody. You can't finish your story because my story just started.
Right. Next weekend, that's the big night, I believe, or maybe it's the weekend after that.
Let me see.
It's April 6th and 7th, and I know we're coming close to the end of March. Or 7th and 8th or something like that.
April the 6th and the 7th.
What up,
So
Denise?
yes, we're getting close.
Yep. Welcome to the podcast, Denise. It's my boredom podcast where I go live because I'm bored. If you want to hop up and talk, just hit the link. But you feel free to type in the chat. That's fine. We talk about a little bit of everything, so if you have a topic, throw it out there. Right now, we're just talking wrestling because we're getting ready for WrestleMania.
Oh, whoa.
That's cool.
WrestleMania. Fighting to survive. Boop it up, boop it up.
Yep. I keep seeing more and more storyline slash matches being added to WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Like you got the brother versus brother match, and Uh, Dominic going up against somebody. I think it's his dad again, but I'm not sure.
I didn't hear anything about that.
Well, no, I saw a clip of one of the more recent, like either this past week or the week before SmackDown, where Ray came out and had a masked wrestler with him, or a masked wrestler came to the ring to be on his side and then turned on him and took the mask off, and it was Dom.
Mm. I'm pretty sure that was for last year's Mania.
It might have been. I thought they had said that it was like on a SmackDown or something like that that it just recently happened. Because Dom was wearing a like a yellow and green lucha mask. That's cool, Denise. I've yet to ever be able to or go to a live wrestling match, but most of the time it's better sitting at home because you get to see everything better because of the camera angles and everything. And if you're in like the nosebleed seats, you don't really get to see much.
No,
Same
but
thing
it
with most.
is better to be there though with other people.
Oh yeah, I mean it's the camaraderie, I know, but it's just like any major sporting event. You see more on TV than you do in the event itself. But in the event, you have the camaraderie of other people around you and or your friends you go with. Oh yay! I just got a notification that Defuggin just went live, chilling and listening
Okay,
to
fine. All right, I'm going to do
Sergeant
it.
somebody.
Let's wrap me up, Dave.
Yeah, he's not stream sniping Mocon. He's like listening to somebody else, Sergeant
I'm
something.
going to do it live, so yeah, he didn't stream snipe.
Yeah,
He was just guessing.
his title was his title was chilling and listening to Sergeant somebody or other. I didn't catch the actual name or anything. Yanni McYonnerson.
I said I was tired.
I know. And then Denise there just woke up, so.
And they shut down the freaking drink vending machine, so I can't buy an energy drink.
Damn. You didn't know
Yeah.
that before going in?
No.
That's when it sucks. If you knew before you went in, I would have been like, dumbass, you should have stopped at a store or something. But since you didn't know, then that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Especially if nobody like thought to call you ahead of time and say, hey, by the way.
Well, I'm the only one here.
Well, no, what I mean is people that know you from, other shifts that have worked.
Well, I don't think it was shut down when they were on other shifts. I think it was working for them, so I don't know. Either that or they bring their own drinks.
Yeah, it's like 2:13 in the morning here, Denise. Jason on that Cali time.
Yeah.
So it's just past midnight over there.
Yep. We have a second break room with more vending machines, but I don't know how to get to it.
Find door in the map.
If we had a map, it would be helpful.
What was that? You cut in and out on me.
Huh?
I said, what'd you say? You cut in and out on me.
I said if we only had a map, might be helpful.
That might be helpful is what cut in and out on me. That would be helpful.
Well, I guess since I'm cutting in and out, that's a sign that I have to go.
No, you're not cutting in and out anymore. It was just that one time.
Oh.
And it could have been because of me moving my chair back and forth.
Well, stop moving your chair back and forth.
Right.
That's just rude.
And Denise says if she was close, she'd bring you one. They got to figure out a way to so that you can pass stuff through the phone.
Uh-huh.
That teleportation system. Out of all the technology that has come about in the past millennia, it's surprising that hasn't been worked on and or perfected yet.
Right.
I mean, hell, cell phones were inspired by Star Trek. That's what caused them to be made. The original owner of the first patented flip phone said that's what he based it off of.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the reasons why I don't get people hating on the military and or the military industrial complex is because 90% of the innovations in technology that we get were started and or perfected in the military and then years later handed out to the public.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Denise is in East Texas. Excuse me.
Yeah, excuse you.
Yeah, my old man cough.
Yeah, I wanted the news, not the weather, old man.
Well, you get a little bit of both with me.
Well, damn.
So I heard that I know that a YouTuber running for congressman in southern Texas forced a runoff with an incumbent Republican that's a rhino that basically is voted for Biden and Pelosi's policy. That's why the guy is running against the incumbent. So,
Really?
yep. It's
Interesting.
Brandon Herrera, the AK guy. He's running against the actual senator that has the 23rd district, I want to call it, in Texas that runs all along the southern border because Herrera's been watching how the congressman voted and he voted to take away gun rights. He voted to leave the borders open and all this other stuff. So he decided to do something and run against him. So did like 5 other people, but Herrera got the most votes out of the other 5 to force the runoff.
Mm.
But yeah, it's kind of exciting to watch that all go down. Because he says if he wins, he's going to treat it like it's supposed to be a part-time job, and that he's still going to have his full-time job of manufacturing guns that he does in Texas, and also podcasting and all that other stuff. So it should be rather interesting. Yeah, Denise, I heard that the radio was accidentally discovered through walkie-talkies and stuff. Welcome to our other lurker.
Yeah, I cannot find this other break room. What the hell, man?
They barricaded it away so that you can't find it.
Well, ain't that a bitch?
Jimmy Hoffa's hiding in there.
I don't even know who that is.
Oh my God. You youngins.
Well, you oldens.
They don't teach you nothing in school anymore. Jimmy Hoffa was ahead of.
I'm too old for school now.
Huh?
I'm too old for school now.
Yeah, but when you were in, is what I'm talking about. Jimmy Hoffa was the head of the trucker union on the East Coast and or most of the country back in the 70s and 80s, and he disappeared, and nobody's ever been able to find his body.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. Yep, Denise. Jason is the security and also music and video game play and all that. He's an all-around jack of all trades.
I'm all that in a bag of chips.
And a side of Coke when you can find the break room.
Shut up, Jay. Asshole.
Hey, you're usually the asshole to me, so I gotta fight back sometime.
Well, that is true, actually.
Yeah, so an alligator ate him, right? He was probably taken out to a pig farm, since pigs will eat anything. That's cool, Denise. I have a niece and a sister-in-law that work dispatch for local police. And my baby brother used to go and work security and or do corrections, but he got out of that and he's a trucker now. He says my youngest brother tells me that if you don't have like a girlfriend, wife, or kids or whatever, trucking is one of the best jobs for you because you get to see, drive all over the place and see all sorts of people and all that. And only downside is, you're only home for a couple of days, and you don't make money when you're home. Yeah, no, gators ain't picky, Denny's. I've dealt with gators a lot. Well, I haven't personally dealt with them a lot, but I've seen them dealt with a lot because, I'm here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. We have some around us, and they're in Louisiana and Florida. Not so much in Alabama, though. I haven't really heard of them being put purposely, but I do know in Louisiana and Florida, as well as I think here, they have gator hunting seasons where you go and get a certain amount of tags, and you can only, kill the ones you have tags for. There was a show on either Discovery Channel or something or History Channel or something like that that was all about the gator hunting season and all that. Yeah, I don't doubt you. I just said I hadn't ever heard of that, but It's cool. I think Jason went to go find his other venue, his other break room. Damn. I hadn't heard about that one. Is it around here, whenever they start getting intrusive, that's when animal control comes out and grabs them. And then, like I said, they have the alligator hunting seasons during that. They go around lakes and rivers and bayous and stuff, putting out traps for them and killing them. Swamp People, that was the TV show that I was trying to think of that talked about the gator hunting seasons, mostly in Louisiana, though. I used to like watching that show. As it progressed, it kind of got stupid, but it was good while it lasted. First 2 or 3 seasons were good. When some of the original cast started dropping off, is when it got kind of lame. So for our lurker, other than Denise, if you have any questions or you want to talk, just type in the chat and we can chat it up. If I know you and you want to come up on panel and talk, hit the link. I only allow people on that I know, so. I feel you, Denise. That's cool. I mean, it's not cool that, the gator, attacks somebody, but I get what you're trying to say, and it's all good. Not trying to be insensitive or nothing. It's wild though. If there's a lot of dead air, it's because I'm not used to holding conversations and carrying them. I'm more of a reactionary. That's why I ask people to talk and type and stuff so that I have something to go off of talking about. We had a good stream with Alpha Tyler today. Well, not today because it's already past midnight, but Sunday.
Did you guys play Among Us without me?
Yep.
Well, damn.
We actually had 9 people for most of the time, and then ended with one match of Jackbox party of the murder trivia party, and then he got tired and wanted to go take a nap.
See, why is it that when I'm not able to play, y'all go play Among Us? When I'm available to play, y'all want to play Jackbox?
Well, like I said, what it is if we have 9 or more people to play Among Us, we'll play Among Us. But if we have less than 9, then normally we'll play Jackbox. And that's why Alpha runs it.
Okay.
But it's every Sunday at, what was it, 3 Eastern, I want to say. that we get together in Alpha Tyler's Discord to play Among Us or Jackbox. And Among Us you can play on your phone or computer or console. It's cross-platform, but you just have to download the app. And then Jackbox, it's a web browser game. All you have to do is type in jackbox.tv and then the code that he gives, and you can play along. It's just kind of limited on the phone. You need a second device because you can't tab over to see what's going on. You have to have a different device, like a tablet or something like that, to watch the live stream that he does in the Discord to see what's going on.
I'm gonna find this other break room.
I know. It's all good.
It's got to be around here somewhere.
Yep. We also do community lives over at Alpha Tyler's too, Denise. And on Thursdays, he does a music request show called ATRL. And then afterwards, I usually on my channel host an after party. So on Thursdays, feel free to stop by.
Feel free to stop by.
Mm-hmm.
Hang out with the crew, you know?
Yeah. Man, keep being a dildo.
Oh, man.
Denise says it's going to be in the last place you'll look.
Well, no shit.
And George Carlin, I think it was George Carlin did a bit about that. People always say it's in the last place you look. Well, no shit. It's not like I'm going to be walking around after I found it looking for it. People say, "Oh, did you find it?" Yep, but I'm still looking for it. Hello to our other lurker. We have 3 viewers now. Denise typing in the chat and 2 lurkers. Feel free to say hi. If I know you, you can hit the link and I'll have you up. If not, then, if you hit the link, I'm just going to ignore you if I don't know you. But this is the Boredom Podcast where I go I go live because I'm bored. Or I go bored because I'm live. No, I go live because I'm bored. Was in Lori and Menace live earlier tonight. It was just funny. Yeah, it's all good, Denise. I get you. And so does Jason. We have thick skin. But yeah, Lori was on one tonight. Well, her and Menace and the chat in general was cracking me up. If anybody hasn't seen their show, I think it's called Debating with Lori and Menace. And what they do is they pick a topic, whether they agree with it or not, and one has to defend one side, and the other one has to defend the other side. Right, Denise? And tonight's topic, Menace had to defend liking midget clowns. At least that's how it started. And it just devolved from there, and it was hilarious. I can't wait to see the shorts that come out of that from people clipping it. There was a lot of jokes that were thrown around about that. Like midget hookers are half off and all sorts of shit.
Man, that's some bullshit.
What is it? Did you find it and it's closed too?
No.
Oh.
I didn't find it at all. It's very well hidden.
It's an adventure.
No, it's some bullshit.
Right, Denise? To ground a midget, all you have to do is put them on top of a refrigerator and they'll be there for hours. Train gang.
Can you hear the train?
Yeah. No big deal. It's not that loud.
I don't care. I was going to let it play anyway.
That's fine.
Whoa.
The heck is that? Oh,
that
man.
Was a cat, and it scared the shit out of me.
No. I wasn't talking about that came from you. I got a notification. It was just a bunch of letters. And when I looked, it was Marilicious posting something, I think, in Meme Battlefield. I missed the opening, Denise.
I think we pissed Mandy off a couple days ago because we started our flirting again.
Right.
I'm like, I don't care. Be mad all you want. You get mad because I won't flirt with you. But see, I can't flirt with you because you took Jay's toe.
Not only that, she's so negative about everything anyway.
Yeah.
But we had fun.
Mm-hmm.
One with Among Us and two with Jackbox. And then also, as I was saying it while you were walking around or muted, I don't know if you heard me. I popped into Lori's live with Menace. I think it's called Debaters. And they were debating, and she had Menace defending liking midget clowns because he doesn't typically like midgets. So he had to defend that.
Oh, we all know Menace is a weirdo and he likes weird things.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, it devolved from there. There was all sorts of midget jokes going through the chat, and Lori was twisting people's words around, and it was a fun night. It was hilarious. Most of us haven't laughed that hard in a long time. Yeah, I ended up getting a toe amputated because I had a blister that got infected, and they all joke saying because it happened shortly after I went and visited Alpha Tyler and the Dutchies of Mandy and Tilly, and then Jiminator, his buddy Skulligan, Tech, or Technodium, Mel, and Silverwolf, and all. We were all together for meeting up with Alpha and Simple in Kentucky for that week. And when I came home shortly after that was when I got the blister and got it infected. They ended up taking my toe, and everybody keeps joking that Mandy took it because I spent one night in a hotel room with her because she had a spare bed.
Bow chicka wow wow.
Yeah, no, but the tow trucks took yours away. That's funny.
Tow truck.
Yep. I see what you did there. And yeah, my FMLA ran out a couple of days ago. I found out that my insurance through work had been paused. So I ended up having to go on the Obamacare website, talk to somebody, spent 30, almost 24 minutes on hold waiting to talk to somebody, and then spent another half hour to 45 minutes on the phone with him getting signed up for health insurance that is going to take place, or it goes into effect April 1st, and it's $35 a month, I think it is, for the premium, but it covers almost everything, including prescriptions. Trying to fix the padding of your feet, Denise? Is that what you're talking about? That sucks. I can't imagine that. Dealing with the amputation that I've got and the healing process for that taking forever. I'm sure your issues just as bad as mine. Damn, lost 38% of the padding around the ball of your foot and behind your toes. Oh, from getting bit by a brown recluse. Damn, that sucks.
That is tough.
I hope you get a healing. I know my healing process has taken forever. I got the amputation done in October, and I'm still got my foot wrapped up and healing. I filed for disability too, but they say they usually don't approve that unless you've been out of work for a year. It's been close, but not quite.
Well, ain't that some shit?
Yeah. I think April starts the 7th or 8th month I've been out of work without pay.
So what are you supposed to do for money in the meantime?
Rely on family.
Well, that's not cool.
My parents have a book, and they track how much, I'm owed, or that I owe them, so that whenever I do get money, I can start paying them back. So that's why I filed for disability in the hopes that I'd get it. I should be filing for unemployment. I haven't done that yet either. I take one crisis at a time. Damn, Denise, I'm sorry for you. I hope you get better soon. She typed in the chat. She has no toe veins, so 4 toes go.
Yeah, I know the story. She's part of the dance community, and she's told the story over there.
Okay. I mean, I knew about the brown recluse, but I didn't know about all the issues. But anyway, let's talk about something else.
Such as?
I don't know. What you got going on?
I'm too tired to think. I don't have my energy drink.
You don't have a coffee pot around or anything? You could make a cup of coffee at least.
Nope. We ain't got shit.
That sucks.
Yeah.
You off tomorrow or?
Well, yeah, today's my Friday.
Okay. I thought so. I just wasn't sure if they had changed your schedule around or anything.
Yeah, well, technically my Saturday now. So.
Right. No, he hasn't found the machine yet.
No, I'm back in the guard shack. I gave up looking. They hit that damn break room too damn well. Bastards.
I would think it would be in the other building that is probably used the most.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we have very limited access into these buildings.
Ah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Anytime I used to work like overnight, I'd always bring something with me as a snack because even though I was a cook, they didn't want you eating. So I'd bring a snack for my break. I loved when they were doing construction and I could play security guard because all I did that whole time was fucking unlock the doors for the construction crews, stay out of their hair, um, work a 12-hour shift where I had my lunch provided for me from the company, and I would sit and smoke most of the shift. Sit outside at a break table smoking and playing online. Doing a couple of cooking stuff when I could, when they weren't, using the doing construction around the machinery and everything that I would need to use. And near the end, that they had me stop doing all the cooking altogether because they were doing it right there in the kitchen with the ovens and everything, so I couldn't cook anything. So all I had to do was sit around and watch them do their job and answer the phone if it rang, and it usually never rang. So I got to sit outside smoking for 12 hours.
Mm.
Every now and then I'd get bored and I'd go in the office and take a nap. Lay my head on the desk and take about a 10-20 minute nap.
Wow.
But they finished the construction and transferred me to cooking, which I was enjoying working the late night shift cooking, and then they switched me from the dinner time dishwashing and then late night cooking to working the late night cooking and morning cooking. But then my incident happened,
Uh,
and I was out so long, and my FMLA ran out, and I don't know if I still have the job with the company or if they have me on the books, and when I get healed, I can come back, but just have to go to whatever they have open, or if I'm actually fired and I'd have to reapply. I should have, when it happened, filed it as workman's comp, stating that, the blister on my foot happened because of work, but my dumbass didn't think like that.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. Not to mention, I don't have any proof of it because, I didn't file a report or anything, so it'd be hard to prove now as long as it's been. So I got to train in the background myself. So anybody wearing headphones, be wary. No, that's cool, Denise. I did kitchen work for a hospital for a little while. I never had to do the inventory, but I was let go because somebody was stealing and they couldn't decide who it was, and just got rid of everybody basically and hired new people. You're being more quiet than I am, Jason.
Well, I think I found the other break room. Only problem is I think it's locked off.
Ah.
So them assholes.
Yeah, I mean, that would make sense if if it's not being used, and, you're the only person there, they'd lock it up.
No, I didn't lock it. They locked it because they're assholes.
No, that's what I'm saying is they know, and you're the only person that's there. You only need the one break room, so that they lock the other one up.
Yeah, well, they need to open the other one because the drink machine in this one don't work.
Right. Here comes the train, chugging on down the tracks. Or feel it. Oh, we lost Jason. He must have had some work to do. Fill it up. Peg it up, peg it in, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. I may mute if it gets a little bit too loud, because I'm outside. Hope Jason comes back, because I had a question for him. If you're not following Jason JV, you should. He does some pretty good music. He's great at reactions, and he's got a few movie trailer reactions that he's done recently that are pretty cool. Plus his gaming channel, where he's doing his WWE 2K24 matches. Yeah, he did a review on the new Crow trailer and the new Beetlejuice movie trailer. both of which are pretty damn cool. I've also seen the new Ghostbusters trailer. I sent him a link to it to see if he was gonna do a reaction to it, and that's why I was hoping that he'd come back for me to ask him about. But as I said, train's coming, so I may mute. That's supposed to be sucks to be him. That I typed in the chat. Train's still running by, but the horn's blown out and gone by already, so I unmuted. No, Denise. Actually, the thing with Vince, actually, from what I hear, is actually going to trial, and he's actually going to jail. There's a mugshot actually out on him too, and from what I heard, he's been taken out of everything WWE. Maybe not like the past television spots and all that, or whatever, but they're not really talking much about him. And like I said, I heard Brock Lesnar got wrapped up in it too, and that he's being investigated. Hey, Inga. Welcome to the Boredom Podcast. Yeah, I know, Denise, but something like this, it's like all over the news and everything. They usually don't have that happen. It's usually kept pretty much in house when it's a storyline. When national news covers it, that it's usually not a storyline. Not to mention, if it was a storyline, they'd be talking it up on WWE, and they're not talking about it at all. Well, most of it is related to him running the company and how he treated like the female wrestlers and stuff like that. There is something about human trafficking involved too, and when you ask about when did he have time, look at the island man himself. He seemed like he didn't have time for it either, but he did. And a few of the celebrities that were on the island. People have been coming out of the woodwork, Denise. You gotta look into it. I know if Jason was here, he'd have a lot to say about that. Because, like I said, usually when it's a storyline, there's a lot of talk on WWE about it and everything, and there's no talk about it. They're like almost refusing to say his name anymore. This is true. Wrestling's not what it used to be, but at the same time, they're more more about their image than they are anything else, and that's not an image they want to have. Yeah, and I understand. Like I said, at first I thought the same thing until I started looking into it and saw more and more news um, coverage of it and realized, oh, this is actually bad. Especially when they brought Brock Lesnar's name into it. He hasn't been convicted or of anything, but his name has been brought up in the court case as being, involved in some way, shape, or form. Not saying that he is, not saying that he isn't, just saying that's what's been reported. I mean, yeah, but you also look at other WWE wrestlers. There's been a lot that have done criminal activity and got busted for it. You look at. Yeah, I know who Andre the Giant is. I'm old enough to remember seeing him wrestle Hogan and all. But you know, Jimmy Snuka went to prison for killing someone, I want to say. I know. I think it was Dolph Ziggler got arrested here in Mississippi after a show for drug possession. Not to mention, there's what's his name? Um, fuck, what is his name? Did the crippler crossface that killed his wife and son that they don't talk and himself and they don't talk about? So it's just one of those things you gotta look at the stories and piece it together through the media because, like I said, if it's a storyline for wrestling, they'll talk about it a lot. But if it's something that ends up with national news coverage, then you got to start looking into it and getting the sources and check it all out and everything. I feel you. Like I said, whenever I first heard about the Vince McMahon thing, I had mixed emotions too. I thought it was, oh, this is just another Mr. McMahon plot line, and then I noticed that WWE wasn't talking about it, and basically went hush hush about it, and fucking the news reports were coming out. So I tend to think there's more credence to it than there is against it. And sorry if we're boring you, Inga. We're talking wrestling because, it's what was brought up. Feel free to throw in any topics of conversation that you want. What about Shane and Brett? I don't know anything about those. Are they implicated in it also? Like I said, I hadn't heard about that. If they are. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to. Unless you're talking about the wrestler that killed his wife and kid and himself. I don't remember which one of them it was that found him. They went to do a wellness check, I think. Yeah, that's what it is. I don't remember which one it was, but one of them went and identified. There also was a story years ago that I think it was Andre the Giant and two other wrestlers like Macho Man and somebody that got pulled over and arrested with drugs in their vehicle. I think it was cocaine in the Carolinas. Yeah, I remember, Denise. Sad times. Oh, it was Hogan? Yeah. Hogan, Andre, and Macho Man got all pulled over with cocaine in the vehicle or drugs in general. So wrestling has a shady past if you look into it. Have you watched any of the Undertaker's podcast? Yeah, because the people didn't know, Undertaker's got a podcast now called 6 Feet Deep, I think it is. Been real interesting. One of the episodes he even had his wife Michelle McCool on there. Yeah, you should check into it. It's a pretty interesting podcast where he talks about the business and answers questions that people have and all that. Like I said, the most interesting one was when he had his wife on. That was a fun episode to watch. She put him in his place once or twice during the podcast. Telling him he was remembering incorrectly and had to explain, and then another time where they asked her side of a story and he started to interject and she says, "Who's telling the story? Sit there and be pretty." And he ended up taking it. It was funny. Something like that. I may be misquoting. Why do you think he became a failed wrestler? He may have overstated his time, but I think he was a pretty good wrestler most of the time he was wrestling. He did the job to put people over and or not put people over when they didn't deserve it. But then again, I've always been a pretty much of an Undertaker fan, except for when I was really little, when I was a Hogan fan. Two of my favorite wrestlers are from the old days, like back in the late 70s, early 80s. One was called Fist of Steel, Ron Garvin, and the other one was called Lord Humongous. Well, that was part of his kayfabe too. You know, there was times Undertaker had to be an asshole because he couldn't break kayfabe. Because he even admits that, because he even admits on the podcast that there was times that he didn't break kayfabe and it broke his heart, scaring kids and stuff like that. But he had to do it because that was his gimmick that he lived and breathed. Even when he wasn't in the ring, he acted that way just so that, people wouldn't see him break kayfabe. He was supposed to be a bad guy. And as a matter of fact, I think on one of the 6 Feet Under podcasts, he actually addresses that. I could be wrong. I mean, yeah, that's your opinion. That's fine. I think it just made him a better bad guy, so to speak. Because you want people to hate you as a bad guy. There's been many times that wrestlers have been mean to kids ringside because they're bad guys. It's all about making the fans love to hate you, you know? And that is why I'm a panel killer, because I see all sides of a story. And I can pretty much debate almost any side of a story. Would I be on Lori and Menace's show? Hell no, because that devolves into all sorts of strangeness. Nothing against them, but I don't think I could go ahead and defend all that stuff that they talk about. Oh yeah, I don't say you don't, Denise. It's all good. I'm just saying that's why people tend to call me a panel killer, because when everybody else is all pissed off at somebody and everything else, I can come on and go, well, let's either change the mood or let's look at this side and that side that nobody looks at. Not saying you, just saying, other panels and stuff that I've been on. Not to mention I've been told that I'm too nice because I like to see the good in people instead of the bad. Even when I've been done wrong, I usually give people too many second chances, or third, or fourth, or fifth. Like I said, I believe people are inherently good. You just got to get through to them. Why'd you decide not to? I forgot I could do this. I don't care if my channel gets canceled or not. I mean, I don't have enough to view time to get monetized or anything anyway, so I can understand that. I can understand that, not bringing heat toward family. I get you. Like I said, I don't hide from any topic of discussion as long as, it's not just drama for the sake of drama. I'll talk about just about anything and have discussions with people. When people start yelling and screaming over top of each other and things like that, where I have to say, okay, enough. I mean, that's cool. If you made it and you think it's funny, that's when you just share it to people and tell them, don't post this. I'm just showing you because I think this is funny, and keep it private. And that way you can't get canceled. True. That's very true. I kind of sort of live on YouTube, but I don't at the same time, because I'll take time to, hang out with family, or I'll go and play video games on my phone, or, deal with real life issues. But I do enjoy watching YouTube videos and hanging out and all that. Like, the reason I love Alpha Tyler's community is because it's not just one thing. He does community streams, he does game streams, uh, he does gaming streams on Twitch during the weekdays. Um, you know, we get together, and there's times we'll have movie nights in the Discord and watch a movie together. It's basically, a community. We do a lot of stuff together. However, there's a lot of times people end up having scheduling conflicts and they don't show up. Nice. At least you feel better. Always feels good when you can do something. But yeah, like I said, that's why I hang out with Alpha Tyler's community, because it is a community. You know, we get together, we hang out, and we do stuff together. And like I said, sometimes we play games, sometimes it's music reactions. Right. But like I said, you reposted the video and you feel 100% better, so that's all that matters. Remember the good times. Well, looks like Jason's not going to be coming back, so I'm going to give it a little bit longer, and I'll probably shut down because you got one viewer, which is Denise, and me talking. I think pretty much everybody's ran over to Dan's live. I'm a little fish in a big pond. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be over there, but I'm probably gonna end it and go, watch some videos and indoor play some games. I was at 100% battery. I'm down to 59% now, and it's been an hour and 17 minutes. Yeah, he probably went over there. It's all gravy. You too. Again, I hope you get to feeling better and heal up nicely. And guess I'll talk to everybody later. God bless and be safe.